The Macintosh Quadra 700 was introduced along with the Quadra 900 in October 1991 as Apple's first computers to use the Motorola 68040 processor, as well as the first to feature built-in Ethernet networking as many Unix workstations did. The Quadra 700 was encased in the same form factor as the popular Macintosh 2CX and Macintosh 2C models, allowing users to easily upgrade to the more powerful computer. Users sometimes placed the older case vertically in a mini-tower orientation, and the Quadra 700 recognized this by having the Apple logo and model name printed in the vertical orientation. It remains the only Mac to be officially convertible between desktop and tower designs. The Quadra 700 could be upgraded to 68 megabytes of RAM, which with its 25 MHz processor made it a very useful computer for scientific or design work. It was also a prime candidate for processor upgrade when the PowerPC 601 accelerator cards came along in 1994. Like the 2C, it had integrated graphics built into the system board, but unlike the earlier model, the 700 used dedicated VRAM for its video memory. 1. The onboard video came with 512 kilobytes VRAM soldered to the motherboard, and supported resolutions up to 1152 by 870. The video memory was expandable to 2 megabytes via 6 256 kilobyte 100 nanosecond VRAM SIMs in each of VRAM SIM expansion slots on the motherboard. Expanding the video memory to 2 megabytes allowed for 24-bit millions color at resolutions up to 832 by 624. Sound was 8-bit stereo. I/O was available with dual serial ports, an AAUI Ethernet port, mic in, and a DB25 SCSI connector. The expansion was available via 2 new bus slots and a PVS slot. This particular Macintosh Quadra 700 was upgraded with a total of 20 megabytes of RAM and 2 megabytes of RAM. It came with a 230 megabyte hard disk. It was at the time one of the fastest computers in the market. I also added a cache card which did improve the performance. macOS 7.1 was very good at the time. If you did not load or start up disk with many extensions, 4 megabytes of RAM was enough. I happily used this computer from late 1991 to September 1997. System 7. Here is System 7, codenamed Big Bang and sometimes called macOS 7, is a single-user graphical user interface-based operating system for Macintosh computers. It was introduced on May 13, 1991 by Apple Computer. 1. It succeeded System 6 and was the main Macintosh operating system until it was succeeded by macOS 8 in 1997. Features added with the System 7 release included virtual memory, personal file sharing, QuickTime, QuickDraw 3D, and an improved user interface. System 7 is often used generically to refer to all 7.x versions. With the release of version 7.6 in 1997, Apple officially renamed the operating system Mac OS, a name which had first appeared on System 7.5.1's boot screen. System 7 was developed for Macs that used the Motorola 68050 line of processors, but was ported to the PowerPC after Apple adopted the new processor. System 7 was the first version of the Mac OS that required a hard drive as it was too large to work comfortably from a floppy disk. It was also the first Apple operating system to be available on CD, although it shipped on floppy disks initially. System 7 itself did not come bundled with major software packages, but newly purchased Macintosh computers were often bundled with software such as HyperCard, ClarisWorks, AtEase, Mouse Practice, and PowerPete. Internet software such as Mac TCP, FreePPP and Netscape were not included at first, but was available on disk from Internet service providers and bundled with books such as Adam C. Engstey's Internet Starter Kit for Macintosh. PowerPC Macintoshes included graphing calculator. System 7 also included networking and file sharing software in the form of system extensions and control panels. The basic utilities installed by default with System 7 included TeachText, superseded by the more flexible Simple Text in later versions for basic text editing tasks and reading README documents. Also available on the additional disk tools, floppy disk or disk first aid for disk repair, and Apple HDSC setup for initializing and partitioning disks. Later versions of System 7, specifically System 7.5 and macOS 7.6, came with a dedicated Utilities folder and Apple Extras folder including Apple Script, Disk Copy, QuickDraw GX Extras and QuickTime Movie Player. More optional extras and utilities could be manually installed from the system CD.
Spectre login confirmed. Entering Cybernet.
have to.